close to growing up, I don't think there is any amount of money any guy can have. And yes, I'm being serious. You cannot easily entice me with, I mean, how much do you think you want to give to me that I cannot make in my modeling?
Talking about not being enticed because you are properly brought up. Most guys still do nasty things and still pay tithe. So it's not about your upbringing. It's about who you choose to be where you have grown. People don't know that the same way older men go after younger girls. Older women do it more.
Yeah. Oh, Benny.
That notion that women cheat more than men, and if men are cheating, they don't cheat with their heart. No, I feel like that's just men trying not to take accountability for what they are doing. Because if you're cheating on me, what you're trying to tell me is I am not enough.
Yeah. If you cheat because you wanted to pain your husband, which means originally you are a cheat.
You are a cheat. No matter how spiritual you think you are, it is very, 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 very hard to reject money.
It is very hard. Alright guys, welcome to another amazing, mouth-watering and juicy episode on the Tipsy Todd show, Tipsy Todd podcast. Yes, here is where we get to shake tables, break tables, shift a whole lot of things, tell people what they're supposed to know, and make sure people are well informed in the society, because a whole lot of things is happening right now and people are taking it the right way. But don't worry guys, just know that whatever it is I say, me in person, whatever it is that I say or ask any of my two amazing girls that I have in the studio right now, of course, it is courtesy of whatever it's here. But then however they choose to answer it, you can hold them responsible for that. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Tipsy Todd show. So I'm going to be starting from my right hand side, because you said ladies first. Yes, I have this amazing, beautiful lady, gorgeous to the core. Yes, she can't walk past you without you staring and taking a second glance at her. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if she is in the position to take the title of Gen Z baddie, but I promise you, this lady is extremely, extremely cute. She's a barrister called to bar on the 7th of March, and we are still celebrating Sue You in case you want to misbehave. Ladies and gentlemen, also a content creator and a born entrepreneur. Please give it up for Clara B. Hey! Everyone's about shut down like this. Now, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Yes, I mean, it took a whole lot of prayer on the mountain to make sure we bring you here, but we thank God you are here right now.
Thank God.
You look amazing, by the way.
Thank you very much.
And you're going to pardon me for today. Whenever I'm sitting beside a beautiful lady, I really don't know what to say. Sometimes I get to stutter, so it's not my fault.
I mean, it's normal.
Of course, you have to take it like that. And of course, on my left hand side, ladies and gentlemen, he's a life coach. He's one of my mentors. He's a very, very generous being. One of the few people that gives to people without owning the camera phone. One of the few people that are generous to the point where they want to put the society first. They want what is best for the nation and, of course, the world at large. Ladies and gentlemen, on my left-hand side, he's also a born entrepreneur, a man of God, yes, and somebody that walks by a good principle, a noble man. Please help me celebrate. Put your praying hands together and help me celebrate Mr. Ben.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so
Welcome,
much.
sir.
Yeah, nice to be
here. Yes, thank you very much.
Here.
Good to see you, sir.
Good to be here.
So, Clara, the first time I met Mr. Ben, I was actually hosting a comedy club somewhere around Egbeda. Yeah. And then he came. Yes, Ali Mosha. And he came. He was so calm, so quiet. And I was yabbing him. He was still quiet, smiling. I've never seen anybody that is taking yab with smile. So me, I was scared, because usually when you yab somebody, either they frown their face or they laugh. But he was smiling. And I've never seen such a smile in my life. So I was scared. The next thing, he came out with 3 bundles of money. And see, that day, that's when I started respecting that kind of smile. So thank you very much. Now I'm still spending the money.
You're welcome. You were also entertaining us that day.
Exactly.
Thank at the end of this podcast, I'll also see my own bond.
If you won't sue anybody after now, yes.
That means you have to come for the show and entertain us.
Yes, you have to. See, this is everything.
Yeah, because I actually saw him in an event, and it's a wonderful. I didn't know he's a family man.
Yeah, I am a born family man.
Yes, I didn't know it was somebody that thought like, wow, one can be this rascal on stage and also be responsible family man.
So if you see why I'm praying to God.
Yeah, great personality. Nice meeting you.
Thank you, nice to meet you too. Clara, are you good?
Yes, I'm doing great.
Okay. So today we are looking at people that have thrived in this society. Now, if you notice what's in the up right now, in fact, right now, I feel say the president right now, I ain't going even the trend pass for heaven, because almost everybody right now, they are going to be using his name to pray. Father Lord, this is happening, so thing is happening. This president is doing us, this president is doing us that. A bag of rice right now is over 100,000 naira. The previous government was selling their own for, I think, 28 to 40,000 naira, but right now it's over 100,000 naira. Whatever it is you want to have right now that you've bought before for probably 100 naira is going to be like 1,000 naira right now. Yeah. Fuel is 990 something, 890 something. Some people are selling it for 1,000 plus, but people are still thriving. People are still doing their best. I feel like what is happening to Nigeria right now, if it happened to other country, they are going to start rioting. They are going to hit the street and they are going to cause chaos everywhere. But then we Nigerians, we have a way of surviving. But I have two survivors right now that I've introduced, and I'm going to be starting from the lady. First of all, congratulations to you being a barrister.
Thank you.
Have you gotten any clients since you finished?
Okay, so whenever I say I'm a barrister, people automatically assume I'm standing in court.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't do court. I do commercial. I mean, at first I started with litigation, but it was tiring. Lagos traffic, going to the office and all of that. So now I do strictly commercial. So I do it from home.
Oh, okay.
So I'm the commercial lawyer for a company outside Nigeria. So I don't do the whole Lagos traffic anymore. So I cannot relate to how many clients have you gotten.
Oh, so no, you are not that kind of lawyer that say, I put it to you, my lord.
No, I don't. God, that
you don't
is
put anything to anybody.
That is cringe. No, I don't do that.
Okay,
yes.
But then you are a video vixen.
Yes, I am.
I know who a video vixen is. I know what they do. I mean, sir, do you know what a video vixen? You know who a video vixen is?
I don't know.
Like now, if you want to sing song, you want to shoot video.
Okay,
see all those girls we go come give man lap dance, we go, we go dress up naked. They do them too.
Yeah, I know. I say life is a thing of choice. Yeah, like we don't tell people how to live their lives. You know, whatever works for you, go for it. So whatever comes out of it, either good or bad, it's for you too.
If you tell say whatever works for you, go for it. Don't go put people for problem.
What I mean by whatever works for you is that you know that the consequences after it has worked for you depends on you to handle. It's on you to handle.
True.
So that's true. You don't tell people don't do certain things because it look as if they say they like using this word. I'm an adult, so let adult take adult decision and then get the adult consequences. Yeah. So that's it.
True.
Yeah.
How were you able to be a video vixen and then still maintain the fact that you are a lawyer, you're still going to school, still trying to catch your degree, pursue your dreams, and you're still a video vixen? I know video vixen mostly works at night. So tell us about it.
Okay, so regardless of what the misconception is around video vixens, not every video vixen works at night. I mean, I wouldn't want to call myself a video vixen. I like to just call it modeling.
Modeling.
Yes, just modeling.
Oh, that's the new name, Abby.
It was never a new name. There was never an old name. Do you understand? So for me personally, I went from doing face modeling. It's just makeup artist calling me, can we do makeup on your face? We'll pay you, collaboration, whatever. From there, it moved to music videos. And then I pick strictly based on my profession. I'm not allowed to do certain kind of content. And my license will easily get seized by the NBA. So because of that, I pick very well. Number one, the pay has to, first of all, be something I consider whether or not I'll take it up. And then secondly, what time are we shooting? What time am I expected to leave there to go back home? And then what am I expected to wear? So there are various gigs that I've turned down because I was asked to wear net, or I was told I was required to twerk on camera and all of that. So no, if you've watched my music videos, they are strictly me fully dressed.
So I don't never twerked on camera at all.
What?
You've never twerked on camera?
I've never twerked on camera. I've never. I don't have any debt out there for someone to use on me. So when I do my modeling or whatever, I ensure I do it within, decency and all of that. So that's how I manage two of them. So because I work from home, I can still, juggle the whole modeling thing.
So how come nobody has ever enticed you with any money? Because, I mean, you are beautiful. Because guys of nowadays wants to sleep with everybody. So how come nobody has ever said, after this video, more see, and offering you a good amount of money, just like you mentioned? Okay, I
feel like the girls you can entice with such offer are probably girls that were not brought up in a home that they were exposed to. I mean, with the kind of life I was exposed to growing up, I don't think there is any amount of money any guy can have and come. Yes, I'm being serious. And come. I mean, if I tell you till date, I still collect. I mean, it's a thing. I'm not very proud to say it, but till date, I still take allowance from my dad. Sometimes I turn it down. Sometimes I'm like, okay, just bring it. I can use it. So you cannot easily entice me with. I mean, how much do you think you want to give to me that I cannot make in my modeling?
Wow.
One shoot I can make like
that's your camera, so people can actually see your.
Yeah, so per shoot I can make like over 100,000 depending on the artist. So how much exactly is it that you want to entice me with? Do you want to entice me saying, get into my car, let's drive? What car do you think you're driving that can entice? Exactly. No, I'm not saying that I can afford.
Okay.
I'm just saying, yes, I'm just saying there is no car or there is no money you can use to entice me. I take myself out on dates. I do solo dates, so you cannot entice me with money.
So you know that the last time we had an interview section on radio, we talked about how some girls, how they were brought up.
And also, I also have some reservations about what she explained. People are entitled to their opinion.
Okay.
And I told somebody, there are certain things that people do, and you want to put it on upbringing. See, everyone there that is displaying some kind of things that we don't like. I don't like judging people. I don't like judging people. Even if what they are doing, you see, is morally wrong. I don't like judging people. And one thing you must also know about life is that your wrong may not be my wrong. It depends on how we see life. But talking about not being enticed because you are properly brought up, most guys still do nasty things and still pay tithe. Most guys still do nasty things and still rent or buy houses
for their parents. I quickly check myself.
For their parents. You understand? So it's not about your upbringing. It's about who you choose to be where you have grown. It's about who you choose to be. See, you can choose to be a comedian and at the same time a married man and at the same time be doing something illegal.
True.
Some people is just in their blood. You understand? So it has nothing to do with upbringing. See, your upbringing can only take you for as far as it can take you. Most girls that dress so decent at home, decent in the way they put it, go to school, you see what they wear. Their parents will see it and collapse. So it's not all about upbringing. It's about who you have chosen to be. It's about who you have actually chosen to be. See, upbringing is something that your parents can do for a while. But who you want to be is something you have decided to do forever. So it's only you that can change yourself. So being bad or good, or those that still do what you call as video vesting or what you call or those that twerk online and others, not because they are not properly brought up. It's the life they have chosen.
Some of them, their papa and pastor.
Some of them. See, and let me correct this perception too. Outside the uniform, a military man is just like you. A policeman is just like you. A captain is just like you. An armed robber is just like you outside gone. A military man and a policeman is just like you too. You understand? A pastor is just like you too. So because he's a pastor, that means the devil cannot use it. They're also in the same system. They don't live in heaven. So I don't like hearing this thing is a pastor child, it's not a pastor child. I'm not speaking for pastors. I'm speaking for the fact that if your son decide to do something wrong, that doesn't automatically tarnish your name. It tarnishes his own name. If he's up to age, you should stand for it. So you don't have to feel stigmatized because your child did something. If you have actually brought them up well. You understand?
So if you brought them up, you've done your part.
You have done your part. So you can't actually explain. That's why I tell people something. Whenever you say you want to start explaining things, you start putting yourself in a fix, in a mess, in a tight corner. If you have done the right part and your child have done something bad, you don't need to come to the internet to explain. Let your child explain for his or herself. Yes, you don't need to come explain. And for those that attack the parents are low-brained people.
So now in parents, they know.
Yes, they are low-brained people. Why they say they are low-brained people is simply because train up a child in the way he will grow. And when they are old, they will not depart from it. Will you follow the child everywhere? No. Will a father know when the daughter is having first sex and agree? No. Does that mean the child is not well brought up? No. Let me tell you something again. A child that does all these things, it does not condemn them. The reason why you build a hospital is for the sick. The reason why you have the rehabilitation home is because people must misbehave. The prison is supposed to be a correctional place. But these days it's something else, as we know. Yes. You know, the prison is somewhere that people go to the prison and get worse.
True. No be lie.
People go to the prison and come back and they catch them for crime the next day. Is that the fault of their parents? That is also the fault of the system where they were kept. You don't get me? That is also the fault of the system. So talking about your upbringing and no upbringing, it has nothing to do with the way you live your life. It's what you have decided to do. See, people still go to church and sing and worship and still watch pornography on their phone. So
and that same phone,
will you put it on their pastor and say, and he's a Christian? If you have to say it's a Christian, you have to say, and also it's a child of God and blame God too. So when a child is of age, whatever he or she does, it has nothing to do with the parents.
So you are very, very correct, because I don't see person where they try download blue film. So space no dey in phone. They can't tell and delete an app.
You delete Bible.
Delete Bible very. Maybe for this space, do what you want to do. Now, you said because being in the NBA, right? That's what you call it. It's going to put a dent in your image, tarnish your image if they see you display a kind of outfit, probably on social media. Is that the reason why you declined some requests to twerk in music videos, or did you choose to be like that away from being a lawyer?
Open
up to me. We'll be honest. We'll be honest.
Yeah, that is not the reason why. That is one of the reasons why.
Okay.
So I would say the most damning reason why I don't accept, let's say, half naked or nude offers is because of the home I grew up in. Contrary to what he is saying, that the home you are brought up in does not really affect the kind of person you become, I disagree. Because the home I was brought up, I mean, all my family members follow me on Instagram.
Yes, I'm listening.
My family members follow me on Instagram. Whatever I post, they see it. So, I don't know. My dad was very, very strict bringing us up. So, I think it's now a part and parcel of me. Sometimes, if I want to wear a certain thing, and then I remember that, oh no, like back then, if I wear it, my dad would beat me. Although now I know I'm an adult, my dad would not beat me if I wear this or I wear that. But it's now a parcel of me that back then I used to get beaten for wearing this.
You know one thing about life. She's an adult. I don't need to ask her for her to be a lawyer. She's an adult. If you wear an half-nude picture or whatever you wear at this stage of your life, your dad won't beat you. That's the fact.
Mm-hmm.
You can. We don't mention this because we don't talk down people. I don't judge people. There are so many online celebrities that do a lot of nasty things that the parents watch them. Are you saying their parents are not disciplined parents? They are. It gets to a stage where you can control a child. You are good because you just want to be good, or probably because you have not seen an opportunity. That will make you submit.
Clara,
I'm not directing this to her.
I'm directing it to her now.
Why I'm saying it is because there are some certain persons you must have come across in life before they reject offers that you cannot beat your chest and say I've rejected offers. Am I talking to somebody, right? There are some certain offers.
I feel attacked.
See, let me tell you something.
She said that low-key.
I feel attacked.
Yes, no. Sorry if you feel attacked. But let me tell you something. You know, most people that do online vendors, I don't, the ones I have come across, some I've come across. Most of them are trained too. Most of them, after buying things from them, they want to discuss something different. Most of them call Jesus on their page.
And all these
you understand? Most of them call. I'm not trying to talk the business down of the genuine ones because they're actually genuine ones. But most of them, they just want to get the attention of some certain person, either men or women, and then continue after themselves. So these people are actually well brought up too. They're waiting for the opportunity to see the best client online that wants to buy boxers and may not want to appreciate something else.
And they'll do delivery.
You understand? Some persons will not succumb to you, but they will succumb to me. Some person may not succumb to her, but they will succumb to some other persons. It depends on what people like. It depends on what people are moved by. And can I tell you something? In this present age and time, no matter how spiritual you think you are, it is very, 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 very hard to reject money.
It is very no.
It is very, very hard to reject money. Do you know why?
You can't reject money.
Do you know why? There are bees in front of you. There are things in front of you. People will still entice you. I'll still tell you that people better than you will even do it and collect smaller money. I'm not telling you that it is right. But most times the situations around you. See, if you go to hotels and lodge in hotels during the weekend and night, look at what girls wear and come into the room. Look at what they wear and go out in the morning. Don't they have houses? Are they not trained children? These are the same people you see in church on Sunday now. These are the people you see in fellowship weekdays. These are the same people you see in vigil on Friday praying to get husbands.
Anyhow.
You understand? So it is not about your trade. It's about what you want to be. It's about who you want to be. I'm not talking of her. I'm just talking generally because if you say it's all about your upbringing, then the training and upbringing some parents give to some persons that are doing nasty things then probably it's either it's a lie or either the parents are wrong. But it is true that these parents train them well, and yet they choose to live such life. So it's not all about the upbringing. I say it is all about what you want to be and what you want to become. Sir, most people are doing things that their parents don't know. I don't know if you understand. True. They are doing things that their parents don't know. Most people, their parents will put them in school, maybe in Imo State or whatever, they'll be in another state during the weekend.
But you know, I like the fact that Clara is conscious of the fact that she's being watched.
Yes.
And
that is,
she doesn't want to disrespect
that is her strength. That's what you must know. That is her strength.
So we must applaud the strength.
Yes, we must applaud the strength, definitely. For a woman to be boastfully saying, no, I'm this, I'm that, and yes, it's good. But let me tell you something, this is your strength, is other people's weakness. And can I tell you something, this strength is not common. We meet people every day. This strength is not common.
You mean people not having
this strength to want to fight back these things and not want to key to pressure? Yeah. It's not common.
Because for somebody to be a content creator, for a content creator in this 21st century, there are so many offers.
Do you know what girls like you? Do you know what girls like you go through every day, especially in the intermediate section?
It's pretty.
It's just because you are cautious.
Yeah.
See, I will still say the way I will say it. It is time and season that defines a man. I've met Clara, now Clara will say, be my friend. It's time and season that determines. I may change tomorrow, she may change tomorrow. But all I can say is that it is a determination that has kept her this far. Not upbringing.
Whose idea is it to study law?
It's my dad. It has nothing to do with me. I am.
But you're
not,
cool with it now.
I mean, I'm cool with it. I mean, it pays.
Have you not noticed something about Clara? Is that I mean, we have this. What she's doing right now is rare.
Yeah.
You will hardly see girls that are saying, "I'm doing this because of my parents. I'm not doing this because of my parents. I want to do this because of my parents. I learned this because of my parents." You hardly see girls that talk like this. So for her to be a content creator, for her to be a face model, for her to be a barrister, and she finished very, very well. Which means there's something about her upbringing that is still very, very right. Because, and she stays on the island.
And again, don't forget.
No girl stay on the island and stay safe.
I've been hearing this, like you stay on the island.
Are you new on the island?
Is it if you stay on the island?
Yeah, a lot of.
I'll open up to you on some things. Is it from Lekki phase 1?
Yes, people say
to Aja, to Zangotedo. If there are 2,000 girls there, only 3 are nice. Only 3 have good home training. Only 3 have chosen to be nice. If you want 50 girls right now that will touch you anyhow in that same chevron, I can help you get them, and I won't know that I can get them tonight.
See, these things are. See, I want to. Can I talk?
Please, sir.
Okay. There is a way I see life. You know, Lekki or Island or wherever they call it, is the attention they are giving it for me.
So it's just
a place that is always flooded. Big girls live in Ikoyi. Big girls live in Parkview. So we hyping Lekki and Aja all the time and saying island. Okay, let's talk about the lifestyle now. Everybody on the mainland, everybody in the east, everybody in other parts of the country that wants to come to Lagos believes island is the best place to stay. So the high cost of living there is pushing people to do a lot of things because people are living fake life. There are some girls that are not actually prostitutes, but they just want to come up one night to do nasty things because they have to pay their rent. They don't want to be disgraced. See, let me tell you something. If you are living a life of competition, you will never achieve dreams in life. You always want to be like her. You always want to be like him. You always want to be like them. I tell people something, I don't jump on any trending topic. You understand? Because everything that is uniformic is either criminal or, I don't want to use the word sinful because I don't judge. It's either criminal or unjust. Everybody's packing to the island, packing to the island. We're talking about the girls does this and all that on the island. What about boys? What about drugs?
All of them are the same.
What about drugs? What about the way they abuse drugs on the island? You will just see people driving on a very good road before you know a very, very expensive car. They have bashed it somewhere and everybody's seeing it like normal. You know, these things are not actually because they are wayward children. I will not call it pressure. I will call it what they have decided to become.
Okay, so sorry. Let me just put it on Clara. Clara, please. You know what I'm saying is I'm a man. I'm an entertainer. Like, I know what it takes for a young lady to thrive, where her parents are not even staying with her. So, are your parents staying with you? Are you staying with your parents?
No.
You stay alone. Yeah.
I stay alone.
Now, have you ever been enticed with a certain amount of money that you thought about not rejecting? If somebody enticed with a particular amount of money to do a certain thing, and you'd be like, you know what, damn it, let me give it a try. What can go wrong? Have you? See, it's just between
I mean,
three of us.
yes, I'll be honest. Yes, especially in the modeling industry.
Okay.
I have been given roles before because at a point I thought about diving into movies.
Okay.
So I've been given roles before that. The director was like, there are plenty of people that also want this role. If you want it, you have to do something that will make you stand apart from the other people who want the same roles.
Yeah.
Yes. And if you look at, just like what he said, everybody wants to get to a certain stage now. I don't know if it's pressure or whatever, but I mean, sometimes when you watch the screen, like I said, this law I'm doing is not what I want to do. What I actually wanted to do was to go into showbiz. We are talking specifically movies. Okay. So it was my dad who talked me out of it. Oh, showbiz is not good and all of that. So I have attained a degree for him. Now I want my own, like what I actually want. Yes. Yeah. So when I tried going into it, I got to realize what he was saying earlier on was actually true. There are bad eggs there. There are people who would literally say, I need you to scratch my back for you to, to get roles in movies. So I can say, yes, there are offers like that I didn't want to turn down. Okay. But after a lot of thoughts, I was like, okay, you know what? I mean, if something is for you, it's for you. There would be no condition coming, for you to get. If I'm supposed to star in a particular movie, I won't be giving conditions for it. So I might as well turn it down. So yes, I've gotten offers like that. But at the end, I didn't succumb. I would say I almost succumbed, but I didn't succumb. And that's what matters.
You almost
succumbed. I almost.
How?
I won't lie.
Tell us about it now. Tell us what the offer
this well, I don't want to mention the movie, but it's movies and directors and whatever. So, scratch my back, let me scratch your back.
So what do they mean by scratch my back?
I mean, we are not kids here. We know exactly what they mean by scratch.
I promise you, I don't know.
Okay, so, well, it's more like, okay, you know what? I'll give you a time and location. Meet me here. Let's do some 1 or 2 things, whatever. And I promise you the role is yours. And at a point, I was like, okay, I actually want to do this movie. I mean, it would
boost your profile.
It's not even about the profile. Once you've starred in one movie, you are most likely to get picked by other directors. You know what? We saw you in this movie. We liked how you acted. You know what? Come, let's, So I saw that was like, it was going to be a stepping stone for me into what I actually wanted to do. And a part of me was saying, like, do I really want to take this? And, at the end, it's a long story. At the end, I didn't succumb, and that's what matters. Whether or not
are you regretting it? Are you regretting it?
As for regretting, no, I'm not regretting because I've gotten better offers than that. So I'm not regretting turning it down. But yes, at the time, after I turned it down, I was like, should I have? I mean, other girls would have. I might as well.
You now look, there's one need, so you're not a guy. What did that change?
Other girls would have, so...
Yeah, that's
but for somebody like in your, if you know a billionaire right now, like so let's say right now everybody is thriving.
Okay.
Everybody is struggling to make ends meet. Every young person that is in Lagos is trying to help themselves become something. Yeah. And then you see a young girl or a young guy that has a project, like my show, for instance, or probably like a project she wants to shoot her own movie. Yeah. And then she takes the movie to go and meet a particular person. And this person is telling her, 20 million you're asking for is a small money. I can give it to you and I won't even feel anything. Okay. But give me a time and location or go to social place and wait for me. Let's just do 1 round of sex. I'll give you the money. You know that there are hundreds of girls that will jump to it and even smile and not even say anything bad.
Some will even be the ones to make the advance.
So this thing is putting so much pressure on those that want to live a good life, those that have good home training. Yeah. What advice do you have for those set of people? Because even their friends will do it.
Let me tell you something. It is called an offer.
Okay.
An offer can either be accepted or be rejected. And there are 2 ways one we either accept or reject an offer. The person might even have a bigger offer from where they are coming from and say, see this small boy or this small man. Because every big man is a small man to some other person.
True.
And the person might just look at it and say, no, this is not worth it. But can I tell you something? 90% will jump on it. Listen to me. Including the ones that are doing professional job like she as a lawyer, some will jump on it. I'm not attacking the law, the law. I'm not attacking lawyers. I'm just saying that some will jump on it. Some doing professional work will jump on it. Some housewives will jump on it. Some house husbands will jump on it. Do you know why I'm saying so? It depends on what you have marked out for yourself to do. But with the pressure now, With the pressure now, most person will jump for it. Do you know what most people do behind closed doors that you don't know? Most person will jump for it. See, let me tell you something. Most of the time you see some people, they hold cameras and they say, oh, I'm somewhere, I'm in Paris and that for holidays and all that and all that. There are so many girls, even women and girls that I know that will actually give themselves good treat. They will actually take care of themselves. But let me bust your bubble now. Most of the pictures you see them doing selfie and snapping in restaurant and all that, most of the time, a man took them there or they are waiting for a man. They decide to do the selfie alone and the picture alone. So they want this classy life. They want this high life. They want this rosy kind of life without stressing. You understand? Without stressing. See, I feel a lot for women that have to give birth to kids and the man is not there to take care of the children and all that. But do you know that because of this pressure, so many persons are even praying to be somebody's baby's mama?
Yeah, true.
So the pressure is crazy. The pressure is crazy. This has nothing to do with government now. This has nothing to do with your parents now. This has to do with what you want for yourself. It has nothing at all to do with the way you were brought up. The way you were brought up, you only speak if you want to listen. If you don't want to listen, the arrogant you will come out. There are a lot of stuff we do when we were growing up that our parents will vouch and swear and say we didn't do them.
No be lie.
You understand? So because of the way they molded you in the house. But in the street, you are somebody else. Most of the girls you see, or most of the see, I don't want us to keep mentioning the girls, because boys do stuff too. Mm-hmm. It will look as if we are attacking the gender. Boys do stuff too. Mm-hmm. Boys stand on the road. They say women stand on the road too. Boys that's even as fine as him too, they still have sugar mommies too. Mm-hmm. Just like girls have sugar daddies too.
You're not talking to me.
So no, I'm trying to balance it. Okay, I'm trying to balance it because the same way, people don't know that the same way older men go after younger girls. Older women do it more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Older women do it more. But the reason why it's not so obvious is because a woman can cheat for as long as possible, you will not find out.
How they think they do that thing? Clara,
do you know why?
Please, I feel like there's a lot of standard puts on the girl child.
See, do you know why?
A woman
that has a man. If you have a wife, for example, now, you might be so carried away with things that you do. You don't know your wife's itinerary. She might go to market today. She might take her daughter to this thing today, but your wife knows your itinerary. Your wife knows when you'll be on the road coming. She will be talking with the person. You don't reach road by now. Every woman knows when the husband will come and when the husband will go. Your wife knows where you are deeply asleep. So she can actually, your wife can actually dictate word for word what you'll be doing at a particular time, so she can time herself well and never get caught.
Let's not even dive into that because I feel like we'll sleep here. Because that notion that women cheat more than men, and if men are cheating, they don't cheat with their hearts. No, I feel like that's just men trying not to take accountability for what they are doing. Yes, you are just not trying to be accountable.
This kind of cheating. See, you know that women are so bold these days that married women fight for boys. God damn.
Okay.
See, if you are a man, I will say this without missing word. Mm-hmm. If you are a man and you decide to go and look for greener pastures overseas, you are leaving your wife in Nigeria. You don't just have the commitment to take care of her, or to father or to husband. You also have sexual commitment with her, and you are leaving her for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and you are punishing her. You are in a place that nobody knows what you are doing. See, let me tell you something. You know, men that go outside to look for greener pastures only come back destroyed home. Most of them, the women might be pretending. Most of them, the children will be their own. Not anything that has to do with DNA or no DNA children and all that. But how will your children grow up without you having impact just financially?
How will you starve a woman's sexual?
You understand? How will you starve a woman's sexual?
How do we know?
See, some people pretend about these things too much, especially the church. They don't want to talk about sex. They don't want to talk about why you starve your wife. In fact, the pastor is even happy that the man getting visa to go overseas and leave his family. I tell people something. I can never be in another country and my kids will grow up in another country unless I am dead. I will never allow any of my child to go to a boarding school unless I am dead. God gave them to me for God's sake. Why should I be so busy in trying to make a living and destroying the living?
Oh, ma.
You understand it? See, you are just one lucky child that you had the love and attention of your father. Do you know what the female children go through? See, I have never, and I will never speak ill of any girl doing prostitution. I'll never speak ill of any boy doing any crime or anything. I don't judge people. If the law catches up with them, fine and good. But do you know what children are going through? Especially these ones that came from broken home. Especially this one that came from polygamous home. Do you know that polygamous home is a natural war zone? Polygamous home is like confraternity. You automatically have enemies. Mm-hmm. You understand? So what you become, if you choose to still become good, after what you pass through in the family settings, in the church settings, in the mosque settings, in the school settings, in the entertainment settings, and you are able to still keep yourself, you deserve an accolade.
So, sorry, let's put a hold on that now. Now, Clara, if a woman, a married woman or a single girl, decides to keep herself amidst all the attention she's getting from men and all the offers she's getting from men, is it because of home training or because a choice she chose for herself, especially married women, especially in the cheating area? If a woman decides to cheat on a man, is it that she succumbed to pressure? And if she decides not to cheat on a man, is it because of the home training or because of the choice she has made for herself?
It depends on the principles that the woman has. Now, talking about cheating, a married woman, or let me say a woman, would ordinarily not just up and cheat. If your woman is cheating you check yourself. You are check yourself. You are probably doing something. You are probably it's most likely you are already cheating and you've been cheating for too long. She could be right.
Enough. It's also right.
Because I don't believe any woman just up and then cheats. Just like what people said. Women cheat with their hearts or whatever. If they are doing anything, they do it with their heart. I must have been so fed up to a point that I cannot turn back for me to actually cheat back.
But you know.
So check yourself. You are not saints.
See, sir, I'm going to address it in two
women
places.
Are just,
see, no, I'm going to address it. I'm going to address. She's right.
See,
she's right in a way. I'm going to address this in two places. You say when women cheat is because they have had enough. A cheat is a cheat. A criminal is a criminal. The law will not want to create excuses for you. True or false? True, right? Okay, fine. If you say a woman is cheating because a man is cheating, but there are days your man got drunk. Why didn't you get drunk too? There are days your man beat you. Why didn't you beat him back? Why are you going to the police station?
That doesn't even make sense.
No. See, I'm trying to put some sense straight. See, cheating is morally wrong, either coming from the man or from the woman. Instead of cheating, why not walk away? Because if you are cheating, probably you will cheat with somebody that you're not so comfortable with just because you want to pay back.
I mean, cheating is
okay. The thing about walking away. If you cheat on me and I walk away, how is it paying you? It's not going to pay you.
Are you doing it to pay you? Or you are doing it to have
it has to pay. I'm sorry, but it has to pay you. I'm sorry, but it has to pay you.
Anybody that wants to cheat on you.
For me personally.
Anybody that wants to cheat on you because the person wants you to pay you, the person was never ready to go into a relationship.
Well,
if you love somebody,
for me personally, with the way, the kind of principles I have, I put too much importance on body count. I may probably not cheat back. I've not been put in that situation, so I don't know what I would do. Okay. But I may probably not cheat back. But at the same time, I don't blame women who cheat back, because I mean, you did it to me, and if I walk away, how is it paying you? How are you? I get fulfillment from knowing that you are getting. Karma is not real, please. I don't believe in karma. Karma is not real.
But
I am that karma.
See, do you know one thing about cheating? Do you know one thing about cheating?
I am that karma and I'm coming for you. I'm sorry.
You should be probably talking about it when the person you are cheating with wants to keep you. Otherwise, you are even giving yourself cheap because you are trying to pay somebody back. One day, that guy is going to tell somebody. See, let me tell you something.
All those things are just what men have put. All those standards are what men have put, so that if you cheat back. And then there was one stupid ideology I heard. If your man cheats on you and you leave the marriage, when you go outside the marriage, you still meet another man who is probably a cheater who was also left. I'm sorry, if that requires me to keep leaving each marriage, I don't care what cheater is out there, I'll keep living, because you're not about to make me feel like, because if you're cheating on me, what you're trying to tell me is I am not enough. And I'm not going to keep being in a marriage that I am not enough.
See, I don't support cheating.
I am not our mother's time where I'll be enduring nonsense.
I want to make something clear. Let me make something clear now. I don't support cheating. Mm-hmm. I am against cheating. But at the same time, if you are saying it is because a man is cheating, that is why you cheat back in return to make it pay.
I didn't say me.
No. I'm just talking. I'm just saying. Okay, sir. Let's put it like this.
It's ideology.
Let's put it like this. If we want to justify cheating, then you must justify also for some certain persons that cheat because they are being sexually starved. Because you are justifying cheating by saying, if the person cheat, then I will cheat back, make it pain her. It dey pain the woman too. That's why the woman go look for boy outside.
How is it paining me?
No, not you. Not you. I'm talking of a woman that the husband left in Nigeria for 5 years, 6 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. See, if you know you can't continue waiting, you have every right to call his attention to others and say, I want to go out of this thing, I cannot continue. See, any man or woman, especially the woman that is serving herself sexually or that you are starving sexually, the day she will open her legs, sorry to say, she will open her legs for somebody that she might end up regretting. Because at that particular time, they are not being advised by what they believe, but by emotions. Then secondly, listen, let me tell you this in the place you are trying to drive in at. If you are a man, this is very important. I was saying this to some set of guys yesterday. We were somewhere talking, I was saying to some set of guys yesterday. If you are a man, and you are living some kind of life that you know your woman is not happy with, that she's always keeping quiet, say, after she's there for 2 days, 3 days, she's not going to talk again, all that, you are playing with fire. If a woman is keeping quiet, a woman naturally is a complainer. Mm-hmm. A woman naturally knows how to bear her mind. See, I am a good listener. I'm a very, very good listener. See, listeners hardly make mistake because you might think you know it from the beginning, but wait till the end. But when the woman is talking, you say you are nagging, you shut your door, you bang on the woman opens your phone and sees that you are cheating. You tell her, say, what teach you the fire she see. Listen, how stupid you are. When you are sleeping at night, you eat. And you eat her food. Most men, after making love, what do? You sleep off. She's the one watching.
I will learn here.
So the woman can actually do you something. So it is a murderer that is a murderer. That's why I'm trying to drive at.
Okay.
It's a cheat that is a cheat. There are some women that also lost their husband, not that the husband traveled overseas. They don't want to have anything to do with any man. Some are saying it's because of my children. Some are saying it's because of my children. It's because there has been something you must hold on to be disciplined.
You know, that was what you're saying. What you're saying, I'm trying to explain to Clara, means if you cheat because you wanted to pain your husband, which means originally you are a cheat.
You are a cheat.
That's what it is. It's saying there are so many ways to kill a rat. There are so many ways to deal with your husband. Rather than
so what?
See, if somebody slaps you, why not walk away? Why shoot him? You go to jail. Right? So why cheat back? See, if you are cheating back, you yourself, you are destroyed. I'm even talking of the male gender to not female gender. Because some people say my girlfriend do this. Imagine, I hear some people say my boyfriend cheated on me. I slept with his brother. I slept with his friend. They will still be brothers. They'll still be friends. No matter, they go talk tomorrow. And don't forget, the woman, the female gender is a gender that people want to refer to all the time. They like counting. They like counting and following them. The world is a small place. That's why I pity for people that go around collecting money and going to different hotels to sleep. One day you meet your in-laws that you have slept with them. See, most persons are in that. I know somebody. Most persons are in that corner right now, but they can't shout out. Do you know why? You can't turn back the hand of time. Tell people that whatever you are doing today will become your history tomorrow.
So why not just teach the men not to cheat?
No, you can't teach.
Instead of trying to teach a woman to be forgiven, why not just teach the men not to cheat?
I am not teaching the women to be forgiven when a man cheats. The Bible that the both of us believe in. You are
not reading that Bible fully. You are reading only the parts that.
No. The Bible talking about. I am not justifying cheating. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But when the Bible talks about forgiveness, it talks about forgiveness in all ramification.
Oh, okay.
True of us. So I am not wrong. So if you want to forgive, you forgive. If you don't want to forgive, walk away. I'm not talking of walking away in marriage.
Okay, but
because I have no right to say to walk away in marriage.
Okay, talking about even the walk away you're talking about. We all know if a woman walks out of a marriage.
No, not marriage. I don't have the right to tell anybody.
Let's even use the marriage.
She's not enduring
see, when a man is cheating in marriage.
Because I had a boyfriend tell me once that if your mother had left your father when he cheated or whatever, don't you know women are supposed to be enduring, are supposed to be forgiving? So your mother will stay. Our mother stayed. Our mother stayed. I don't look like your mother. I am not going to stay because your mother stayed.
No. I am not telling you to stay, and I'm not telling you to go. All I'm saying is that you don't need to abuse your body because a man chose to be unreasonable.
Well, when I made that statement, I wasn't talking about
because somebody chose to be reasonable. Because if it was a reasonable thing he was doing, he would probably do it in front of you. He's doing it and hiding, and you are doing your own. You are coming out now to say, yes, I do one with my full chest. It's not a bad thing. But what about your sanity? What about your integrity as a woman? Even the guy you did it with, the guy not discovered that you are trying to pay somebody, but what will it take you to be? No, see, I like protecting the female gender. Do you know why? Do you know why? People want to use every opportunity to talk them down. They don't come men. They don't
let's protect the female gender.
They don't call men.
Like I said,
but some men are.
For me personally, I've not been in that situation, so I don't know what I would do. But I'm saying that women who have cheats back, I don't blame them.
No, see,
I've not been in that situation, so I don't know.
Yeah.
If something that happens,
but I do not blame the women who cheat back.
If something that happens, you find yourself in that situation.
If something, I wouldn't even find myself in that situation for the first place.
If you find yourself in that situation, God forbid.
If by mistake
you find yourself in that
I find myself in that situation.
Yes.
You said you won't do what?
No, wait.
She said she won't do what. What did she just say?
She's about to answer. She
said you won't find yourself in that situation.
No, she said
I would not.
See, it was never planned.
I believe that everything.
See, can I tell you something? Good men and faithful men, also fall into temptation. So you can't say you can't find yourself in that situation. And can I tell you the same thing?
Blood. It's blood that is running through my veins.
Nobody is saying you should not fall into temptation. But is it right to use robbery to stop robbery?
Oh.
To use fraud to stop fraud?
Well, I do not know what I would do.
To stop slap?
I do not know what I would do. But most likely, if I find myself in that,
you not get to the next relationship.
I want to know what.
And the next guy not cheated. You will not sleep maybe his friend again or somebody. And the other, see, let me tell you something. I am very realistic when I talk about things. Most men, even the ones you don't believe, cheat. Men naturally are wired to see a beautiful woman and admire them. Just that some persons are disciplined.
Yes. Like
so even the one that you'll be thinking that is a faithful man and is a good man, is being that faithful and calm because he's disciplined. And most times, because of the respect these men have for you, they do it behind you. A man can cheat, a man can have children for 10 years, you will not know. So don't say it can't happen to you.
I will know.
It has happened to people that are smarter than you.
I'm sorry, I will know. Hey. See, one of the requirements with being in a relationship with me is I know your password. I don't care. This is my phone. You go through my phone, I'll go through yours.
Okay, you know his password.
Yes.
If you want to know a man's password, then with time you get your type. Because it's hard.
I don't care.
With time you get your type. You know why I say so?
I don't care if you're a good person.
With time you get your type. With time you get your type. You know why I say you get your type? You know why I say you get your type? Any man you tells this, see you as a controlling woman, they walk away.
Oh please.
Don't worry.
Please.
I can still change my password.
No.
After we have been in a relationship how many years?
No.
Okay, because of the password, you don't want to break up.
It has nothing to do with trust. For me, I just believe like it's
But
so if one guy go send me nude now,
no,
you go confess me say you go say na me collect am.
Minus new there.
What is even new doing?
Minus new there.
What if one girl wants to set me up and send me?
You gave an impression to the girl.
See, can I tell you something? It's people that have this kind of perception that meet the wrong guys. When you are trying to be too careful, you get it hot. Men are smart.
I'd rather be too careful.
See, you see men are smart. No, you might not even be stupid because those that fell into it are not actually, they actually love.
When I give me drink, I bet.
You understand? They actually love sincerely, not actually they are stupid. Can I tell you something? A man can be talking to you now.
We are going off topic.
See, a man can be talking to you now. A man can be talking to you now and still be talking to your friend for years and you will not know unless your friend tells you. Unless you find out through his phone. So, being a faithful person, it depends on who you want to become.
And I don't doubt that.
It has nothing to do with pressure. See,
I believe there are good men that are there.
See, I can stay where people.
The only downside
you can stay where people drink or where people smoke. If you are not, you won't. There are some girls that live with some girls that goes out in the night to do society work they don't do. So it's an individual thing. So cheating of a teen, whoever cheats once cheat before. Cheat did the person DNA before. You see, there are some men. I know a man in this Lagos. That will tell you, say, I'd rather die instead of cheating on my wife or my girlfriend. He says so.
Me
my girlfriend.
too.
Yoruba.
Yes, no, I don't tribalize things.
I'm Yoruba.
Anybody. You know I don't tribalize it. Anybody can cheat. Anybody can be faithful. You understand? I don't believe in a Muslim bad, Christian bad, all those tribal ones. No. The only enemy we have is the devil, and the devil can use anybody, including me, including you. If the devil can use somebody created by God in God's own image, who are you that the devil cannot use? So anybody can cheat. Anybody can be caught cheating. So nobody is so righteous that it may not be found. It may not be found wanting.
I want to ask very simple question.
Okay.
So let's assume you have you're a woman, right? And you have a man who he checks all the boxes. He's a good listener. He pays attention. He communicates properly. He's very humble. He's soft spoken and everything. He checks all the boxes, right? However, you find out maybe along the way this person has been talking to other people, like cheating, active. When we are saying cheating, we are not talking about ordinary cheating. We are talking about dogs. Like when you are trying to describe a dog, if you open the dictionary and you're looking for a dog, you will see this. And you know when you talk
about dogs too, and when you talk about dogs too, don't forget that when you talk about dogs sleep with dogs don't sleep with humans.
That dogs sleep with dogs.
That colorate because if you call a man
dog, dogs sleep with dogs, dogs don't sleep with humans. Have you ever seen a dog sleeping with human before?
That means the girls.
See, can I tell you something? No matter the crime. See, do you know what I do? No matter the crime people try to commit, I try to first see them as human. That's what makes you give people respect.
This is just you trying to create an excuse.
I'm not creating an excuse.
Wait, let I ask. Wait.
Just answer the question. So you find out that along the line, this person has
been talking to so many.
Exactly. So are you trying to say, because he's human or whatever, so you should understand he's human, he'll fall short or whatever?
I'm not saying you should tolerate a cheating partner.
I mean, that's what I take. That's what I'm taking away from what you just said. That at the end of the day, you have to remember the person is human. So I have to forget about the cheating and just focus on the fact that this person is a good person.
No, you're getting me wrong.
Is that your question?
Yes, that's what I
let me
want to
explain
know,
it now to you. You're getting me wrong. I am not supporting cheating. But let me say this to you. Men have married women and are still marrying women that don't know how to cook. Till today, they can't say it out. Men have married women that are dirty, even to their undies. Till today, they are bearing it. They can't say it out. Men have married. I'm not talking at the women. I'm just talking from the men's aspect. I'm talking from. So men have married women with so many kind of characters, and they are tolerating it. I hate cheating. I'm not in support of cheating. Cheating is one of those characters too that a woman might find in a man. See, I was talking to somebody. I went somewhere yesterday for a meeting. I was talking to somebody. A man on the mainland. He lives in an estate on the mainland. His wife that he married that has two daughters for him. The woman came from a tribe. I don't like tribalizing things. Two daughters. They called the woman sleeping with a small boy that they send recharge card. The woman sleep is almost everybody. I'm telling you practical now. I spoke with the husband's best friend. Now the husband got broke, she left because the husband is these people that work with C and all that. See, let me tell you something. When people cheat on you, or when you feel that you are not being fairly treated, either sexually or financially, you have the right to call for a redress. In marriage, you must tolerate. And the tolerance must start from relationship. But in relationship, you are not bounded to stick to it.
In marriage, you must tolerate, right?
No, see, in marriage, you must tolerate cheating.
So why do men not tolerate cheating? If my husband,
this one I'm telling you about now.
You're saying we are talking about tolerance now.
No, you are right. This one I'm telling you about now. After he caught the woman with not a young boy, in fact, somebody that you will not imagine would even see your daughter's span. They caught on the same. They'll be in the other part of the apartment in the night. The woman will bring the boy into the house. They caught them at pan down. Can I shock you? The man forgave and took the woman back.
Yeah, he should pray for
many more times. He took the woman back. See,
many more times.
Yes.
The woman have been doing it back.
I spoke about it this morning. I spoke about it this morning with one of my friends called Keza. I spoke about it yesterday with some certain persons. We were talking about it yesterday. In fact, I know where the man says, I passed there this morning while coming. It's yesterday this morning while coming. He forgave her. Oh, he has been forgiven her. At the end of it, do you know what she did? The man got broke. She left the man and she ran to Abuja.
Oh, Benny.
Can I tell you something? Are you not saying that woman is doing that thing because the man is cheating? The man cries. The man cries when he's talking to the lady. The man cries when he's begging, even when the lady doesn't.
Lady know they like weak men. You understand?
See, one thing you must know about cheating. Is that if you have been cheated upon, as a single person, I will not talk maritally. As a single person, you have every right to walk away. Let me not talk about maritally now. I'm talking about from the spiritual aspect now. Let me talk. God say a man will find a good and obtain favor from the Lord. Yabi, you will find your wife, Abi, the bone of your bone.
Yeah.
If you actually started life on a very, very rough note, every woman you go for, every man you go for, you must have misplaced your husband. In the process, we like getting things wrong. We must have misplaced your husband in the process. So you are now marrying somebody now that you just, these days, girls just want to get married. It is only few that want to get married because they are in love. These days, girls fall in love with men in marriage. Can I tell you something? Naturally, some girls, not all. See, whenever we are talking about things, I don't like generalizing it. Either men or women or Hausa or Yoruba. No, I don't generalize it. Some girls fell in love with the person they are with today because of money. They are in that marriage because of money. They are staying because of money. See, if the man wants to see the worst part of them get broke. Some men are doing so many things, are putting their hands so many things to keep their home together, to keep their wife together because of their lavishly lifestyle. Because of their big kind of lifestyle. So this men, it is so. See, I don't support cheating, but I will still say this. Why most men do these things? Because most men feel that the women are bringing nothing to the table except sex. I can find sex. So that's why I tell women, build yourself before any man is one. Don't just finish school today and say you want to marry the next year. Become somebody. Maybe if a man wants to finish school, if you finish school, say, I will finish school, I will work, I will save, I will build a house, I will rent. Plan your life like that too. Rent a house too. Get a career too. Don't depend on a man 100% too. So when he cheats on you, you can choose to walk away. In a relationship, in marriage, you can choose to stand up for your own. Him more and call him to order, not just sleeping too. If the man is like a dog, or you call him a dog, don't sleep with dogs. If the man is cheating and is irritating, don't you think you just go to sleep with somebody under few minutes or few days because a man cheated is irritating too? It's even more irritating. Because when it comes to this thing, sex and all that, just because of the things and drugs that people now take now, that everybody's now working with Dutch courage, men are more bold to come outside and talk about it as if they are king when they do something nasty, things like that. But the woman want to hide. A sex tape came that time for an artist, a female artist, he came, and people were bullying her and saying all sorts of things. But when the man's song came out, they were hailing him. They were hailing him. You understand? So women are at the receiving end. So even the man, you are even going to do it tomorrow because you cheated, or because whenever you're emotionally broken, you can't take a good decision.
But that is true. So after sex tape came out, everybody was hailing him.
They were saying you are a man.
Damn, I'm disappointed.
That is because we are in a society.
It's Africa now.
Yes. That, and I didn't support that anyways. So why I'm trying to say this is that they stigmatize women gender more. See, most women, where they say they come out, they bold, they talk every way they want to talk, is Dutch courage. They go don't take something, yeah, it's Dutch courage.
With these 3 points of yours, Clara, are you in agreement with everything?
Well, he mentioned something about the reason why most men are cheating is because the women some women do not bring anything to the table except sex, and it's making me to wonder. So carrying your
child. How will you be having a girlfriend? Monday to Monday, Tuesday to Tuesday, you are the one buying food for her. You are the one paying attention when she's coming to visit you.
Why is it paying you to be a provider? You are meant to be a provider. Why is it paying you?
You are meant to be loyal
to your wife and not to somebody's daughter.
Hold on, right? Let me land. Can I?
You know that you're supposed to be a provider to your wife and not to somebody's daughter.
Let
her land. Let her land. Let
me land. I'm trying to make a point.
Land.
So I'm saying what you bring to the table or whatever, right? Except sex. And now it's making me wonder. So does that mean carrying your child for 9 months is nothing? No, you don't count that. Let me just land, right? Carrying your child for 9 months is nothing. It's bringing nothing to the table. I mean, women's body change, right? My body will go through a lot of things to carry a child that will not even bear my surname. That will bear your surname. So how is that bringing nothing to the table? Well, for me personally, I'm an advocate of having your own money.
Yeah.
I totally believe in have your own money. But at the same time, the implication of having my own money,
You see this talk about having a child. You see this talk about having a child.
Let her land. So don't forget. Let her land.
Why you are carrying the child?
I'll give you yellow card. I'll give you red card.
I'll buy Pampers, carry the child.
Okay.
Yes, I'll buy Pampers, carry the child. You know, if for me personally, I'm a strong believer of have your money. I have my own money. And I believe in having my own money. When I want to buy a hair, I go into the market, I buy it. I don't bother anybody to buy it for me. But at the same time, if you want to take that into marriage, totally, let's do it, right? When rent comes, let's split. If you want to buy a house, let's split. If you want to buy for whatever it is we want to do, right? Let's split. But please, this morning I'll cook. Tomorrow you cook.
No, you are getting it wrong.
I will cook this morning. You see, I am a woman. At the end of the day, I am a woman.
You are getting it wrong.
No, I'm not getting anything wrong. I'm trying to make a point. At the end of the day, I'm a woman, right? I am not a robot that I'll go to work Monday. I do 9 to 5. Initially, I was doing 9 to 5. I will not do 9 to 5. You're also doing 9 to 5. But then because I am a woman, I should come home and come and cook whilst you have your legs crossed because I'm a woman. I'm sorry, I would not. The stepping stone you have as a man is being a provider, irrespective of the money I have, right? Irrespective of the money I'm making. If as a man, you are catering for everything at home, fine, just put your leg on the table, cross it however you want to cross it. Don't look at my money, right? Cross your leg. I would cater to you. I would take care of you. I would cook if it is warm meals. You want to eat a food that was cooked like an hour ago. I will do it. Right, but as long as you're expecting me to also bring out that money that I'm making and let us split it. I'm sorry, you are cooking. If I cook this morning, evening, you are cooking.
Okay, I just understood it now.
I'll cook egusi soup, you cook oha soup, I don't care. That's how it's going to be.
Division of labor is the breaking down of job into different places.
Say they said marriage is partnership. We'll split it. If you want to start doing, you're a liability. You have to bring
I don't know. I don't know marriage being a partnership. If marriage is partnership, then it's transactional, then it's contractual. Let me tell you something. Marriage is divine. People don't know. See, I grew up in a house.
All right, I'm going to give you 2 minutes.
I grew up in a house. I'm on air. I grew up in a house. Where I never watched my mom talk about my dad.
Me too.
I grew up in a house where I never heard my mom and my dad quarrel. Maybe they used to quarrel somewhere. It is when I grew up and I knew that maybe they used to quarrel somewhere.
You people should not marry your mothers now.
Stop. No, that's not what we're
saying. See. Let me tell you something that you should know. I am not saying my dad was oppressing my mom. No. My mom is also somebody that brought something to the table. Let me correct you about this childbearing thing. It is the job of a woman to carry the child.
It is a job of the man to provide.
Yes, wait. I want to explain something to you. See, if you are watching my podcast, I don't joke with women, right?
True.
I stand more for the women. I stand more for the women than any other thing. But let me tell you something that you should need to know. When God say carry the child, God made the woman to carry the child. And listen, God said the man, you go labor for the family to feed. And any man that is not doing that, the Bible says you are worse than an infidel. Wow. Let's go back to our root now. God created the man to be on top. He said the man will be the head, just as Christ
was the head of the
head of the church. So any other thing that you are saying to belittle the man in marriage other than that is Antichrist.
Hey!
Yes, it's Antichrist. You are a Christian, right? It's Antichrist. Let me tell you one other thing. I want to tell you one other thing now.
So from what you just read now, did God say, Adam, if he would go into the field, suffer, sweat, and bring back bread?
No, let me say something.
You have 2 minutes to wrap up.
Wait,
2 minutes.
You have your role as a man.
Yeah.
I have my role as a woman.
Yeah.
But you want to carry your own role. You want to split it into 2 and give me a part. But you don't want me to split mine into 2 and give to you.
No man should tell a woman to take
double standards. All I see is double standards.
No man would say, see, let me tell you something. I am this kind of a person that want a man to be productive.
Yeah,
because a man that cannot take care of his home, a man that cannot take care of his home, like I practically bring people into productivity. I don't want to talk about it. That would be me boasting. Understand?
Like you get 500K.
Do you know why?
Yes. Go and help their family.
Do you know why? Some certain persons want to do these things, but they do not have. That is where a compassionate wife comes in. The Bible says, and I will send you a helpmate.
Me, if I want to pay half of the bills, but
no, let me tell you something. No matter what you give to the man, you can never be the head.
Yes, I agree.
No, see, sir, no matter what you give to the man, you can never be the head. No matter what you give to the man, the Bible still calls it support. That is why I have problem with men that are comfortable with women.
But when some women support you, they say, after all I've done for you. So now why some men don't want to collect that?
Some men still say that too. But for a woman to bring money and pay house rent and pay school fees is not wrong if the husband is incapacitated at that moment and the man has been doing it.
That's the only condition. That's the only condition. I'm talking about a man that from the onset.
Oh yeah.
So please, if you are watching this, ladies,
yeah.
please vet the men you are trying to date. Vet them very, very well. All those ones that want to do split, I want you to take 50-50.
Okay, so let's wrap up.
It is not.
Let's wrap up, Mr. Ben. I'll verse for you.
Vet them. I don't care.
Mr. Ben, I'll verse for you. Let's wrap up. So guys, we might have to have another section on this one. This is how far we can go for this particular episode. Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful, amazing, wonderful, and hardworking Clara. Miss Clara is right here, giving it to us household and saying her mind, telling us how she's going to handle things. And, people have their own opinion. Thank you very much, Clara.
Thank you.
We sincerely appreciate you and congratulations once again to you. She was called to bar. So right now, Baba, I fear you, right? Because if this guy hold you fast, I put it to you that you are going to jail.
I'm telling you,
and our boss, thank you very much, sir. A life coach. You are always looking out to help people. I mean,
it's a pleasure.
Do you know that this man was driving one day, saw a man in his estate that is always sweeping, called him, said, "What do you want? I want to do this." He gave him 500K. Call another one. Give me 500. That is how it is. Like,
Chat
so that's
me.
why I trust you when you are saying some certain things. But then people
Chat
have
me.
different ways
Chat me.
of handling things. Baba, now because you hold, now why if you make call though? Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This is Tipsy Thoughts. We are going to have this section some other time. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Like the YouTube page, follow the YouTube page, share, subscribe, Tipsy Thought Pod. We love you. My name is MC Mario. Thank you very much. Bye.